Have you ever pondered the concept of death and the end of times? It's a question that has intrigued the minds of people across ages and cultures. From the ancient civilizations to the modern man, each era has had its unique interpretations. Some viewed it with fear, others with curiosity, and yet others with an air of mysticism. The perspectives are as diverse as humanity itself. Join us as we journey through time, exploring humanity's evolving beliefs and theories about death and the end of times. Our journey begins in the ancient world where death was often shrouded in mystery and superstition. As far back as we can trace, humanity has been fascinated by the end. We've spun tales of disaster, rebirth, and eternal existence in the afterlife. Ancient Egyptians, for instance, believed in a complex spiritual journey after death. They meticulously preserved bodies through mummification, creating a vessel for the soul's journey into the afterlife. Moving north, we find the Norse mythology of Ragnarok. This was not just an end but a cyclic apocalypse. Here the gods would fall, the world would submerge in water, and from this chaos a new green world would arise, beginning the cycle anew. Across the ocean, the Mayans left us with their intricate calendar system. Some interpreted their long count calendar to predict an end of the world scenario. Although it's worth noting, many scholars argue this was simply the end of one cycle and the beginning of another, much like our modern New Year. From these varied beliefs, we can see how our ancestors tried to make sense of life's greatest unknowns. They used their understanding of the world around them to shape their beliefs, creating narratives of destruction, rebirth, and life beyond death. From these ancient beliefs, humanity has continued to evolve its understanding of death and the end of times. As we move forward into the Middle Ages and pre-modern era, the concept of death and the end of times takes on new forms. In this period, the Christian concept of Armageddon emerged, a prophetic vision of a final cosmic battle between good and evil. In the same vein, the Islamic Day of Judgment was conceptualized, where the world's end is a day of reckoning for all humanity. But alongside religious thought, the Enlightenment period came into play, bringing forth scientific theories that challenged traditional views. Death was no longer seen solely as a spiritual journey but also a biological process, the cessation of life processes. The end of times, too, was studied from a cosmic perspective, as scientists pondered over the eventual fate of our universe. These times brought forth a blend of religious, philosophical, and scientific interpretations. This fusion of ideas helped shape our understanding of death and the end of times, giving us a more nuanced perspective on these timeless questions. Fast forward to the present day, where science and philosophy offer new insights. In our modern world, theories about death and the end of times have evolved, diverging from religious beliefs and superstition to more tangible scientific concepts. Consider the heat death of the universe, a theory postulated by physicists. As the universe expands, it's hypothesized that it will eventually reach a state of maximum entropy, where all heat and energy is evenly distributed. In this scenario, no work can be done, no stars will shine, and the universe will effectively cease to exist. Next, we have the idea of the technological singularity. This theory suggests that the rapid advancement of technology, particularly artificial intelligence, could surpass human intelligence, leading to unpredictable changes to civilization as we know it. Some predict utopia, others dystopia, but the consensus is that it would mark a significant turning point in human history. Lastly, we cannot ignore existential risks like nuclear war and pandemics. These threats, while not necessarily signaling the end of the universe, could certainly spell the end for humanity. The devastating power of nuclear weapons and the rapid spread of deadly diseases are reminders of our vulnerability and the fragility of life on Earth. These theories, while varied, all seek to answer the same question that has haunted humanity for millennia: what happens when we die and what is the fate of our world? From ancient superstitions to modern science, humanity's obsession with death and the end of times remains constant. We journeyed from the mystic rites of our ancestors to the empirical rigor of modern theorists, observing a vast spectrum of beliefs and theories. Each era, with its unique perspectives, has contributed to our understanding of life's final frontier. While the answers remain elusive, the journey of exploration continues, offering fascinating insights into our past, present, and potential future.